Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Don't be stupid. Don't podcast. Be be don't.
Yes, back again. The Don't Be Stupid podcast. What up, Tone?
What's up?
Back with my boy E. What up, E?
What's happening?
So, one thing I gotta do, so I'll make sure it don't happen no more, and he don't give me no grief about it, is come through with the new motherfucking intro song. And cut this motherfucker short.
Yeah, we'll keep talking over it every show.
It's all right. It's all right to talk over it.
I know, man. I know. But we gotta come through with the new one.
It's long when we don't talk over it.
Yeah.
If we don't talk over it, that must seem like a whole song.
That's a Marvel movie.
We talk over it.
Got an
don't
own
seem
little
as bad.
movie,
Don't seem as bad.
own little credits and shit just for the fucking intro song, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
What are you trying to say? I'm sorry. I got a message at the same time.
Don't try to play me on that one. You heard what I said.
No, I didn't. I heard. I was, right when you turned on the music, I got this message from family member. Took Shinny to the airport, so she was hitting me back.
Hey, let me ask you this: are you that one in the family that everybody count on? Like, you know,
No, it's not me.
like he'll pick me up. That motherfucker can do it.
No, it's not me. That's my wife. She's the one everybody count on. I just go with the flow.
Do you feel obligated?
Obligated for what?
Like go with the flow, would let her go with the flow and let her do it that way, or do you sometimes you want to tell her, nah, fuck that, let somebody else pick them up?
Nah, it works better if I just go with the flow. Everything works a lot smoother when I go with the flow.
What about you, Tom?
I ain't picking nobody up. I send her.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And plus, ain't nobody flying out here yet. That's the good part about it. Ain't nobody flying out here yet.
Hey, what's funny about that? I mean, I know I'm that one. I know I'm the person that people call, but for certain people, I'm not that one because they understand the importance of my time. A lot of my close friends, though, they don't give a fuck about what I got going on. They'll call you up and ask for anything.
That's
But
me. I
people
call
who
you up
don't-
all the time for everything.
People who don't know me and know how I live, they kind of like, well, don't bug him. Do you feel like the more successful you are, or the more famous you are, or the more you have, the people look at you as being successful, that they won't bother you for like trivial things, as like say for a ride or to help them move or things like that?
No, nobody bothers me for anything.
So they must
I
think
mean-
you're pretty motherfucking successful, or you an asshole, one or the other.
Asshole's probably what it is.
Yeah, because if I say yeah, you're going to hear my bitching like all day, throughout the day. Yeah, nah, if I say yeah, you're going to have to catch them all. Because usually I'm just grumpy. I'm be like, nah, I don't want to do it. But if I do it, I'm going to have to, you're going to hear me bitching about it.
Nah, I don't get too many.
I want to get to the point.
I mean, family members ask for shit. Ask me to do stuff. But as far as like just cats, average cats asking me to do shit for them, no, I don't get that much. Besides, like just us, a couple other friends that I got, that I just help out because we boys. But I can't see. I mean, I'm not that cat at work where you're like, hey, can you help me move? Or no, I'm not that dude. Nobody asks me for that kind of stuff.
I want to get to the point where a motherfucker pick up the phone and be like, don't call him. He too busy. He got too much going on. You know what I'm saying?
I remember there was a time when I used to be like, don't call you because he ain't going to answer.
Oh, yeah. If you ain't good answering the phone.
Remember those days? This nigga don't never answer his phone.
If you don't answer the phone, don't even bother. Because you ain't been moved, and you call back. Hey, you call me?
But I hit you up. Matter of fact, too, again, I thought I had already did this, but I need to go through my phone again and take out all these numbers I got for you.
Yeah.
Because it messes me up when I say, like in the car, I say, call Kevin.
Yeah.
And like
yeah,
it
yeah,
asks me
yeah.
5 or 6 numbers which one I want. So I got to take out another
Them
number.
days is over, bro. It's one number.
I don't know which was which though. I know it's the one that we text on, but
Yeah,
know,
that's how.
anyway.
Sometimes I got to look at the text to find out who.
That's what I got. That's what I do with you.
I'm like, oh man, I don't know which number I got. And then I got to look at the text and see what's going down.
Shit, I ain't had the same. How long you had your number?
Forever.
It's been a long time, bro.
Since I got a cell phone.
Hey man, I applaud
It's
them
that same
motherfuckers
number, huh?
to keep
Yeah,
a number from high school.
Verizon.
Because in high school you had to.
We didn't have no
remember
cell
motherfuckers'
phone, though.
numbers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You could
Talking about your
jot
cell
out my
phone number.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could jot
You
out
didn't
the
have no
number.
cell phone
But-
in high school?
No, I'm just talking about motherfuckers who had numbers to stay the same. Like I've probably changed house numbers back when I was a kid. We used to do that shit like every 6 years, right? But then I know people, they fucking phone number is you can call their house today. I'm like, why do you got a house phone? They go, oh, I don't know, we just always had this number. And they still got that motherfucker from high school.
We still
in
got
the
a house
80s.
phone. We still got a house phone in our house.
A lot of people got a house phone, and most people say it's because they don't want their personal business, like how real estate agent or lawyer or whatever, calling them on their cell phone. That's probably far fetched, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, but
PG&E
most
and
people
all
be
the
like,
calling on their cell phone.
most people like call me on my cell, because at least you can get me,
Mm-hmm.
especially at work.
That's how they do now.
But now,
There was a time when everybody was, real picky about who they gave their cell phone number to, and they didn't want businesses calling them and stuff. And now everybody got it. I get 10 phone calls a day from motherfuckers that trying to tell me my warranty is expired on my car, or, or the CIA is looking for me, or something. It's all kinds of
No
bullshit.
scam.
I want to spend 2 seconds on this question, but it popped in my mind, so I'm gonna ask it. And it's just a yes or no. When you was back young, did you know anybody who would say, "Oh man, they know that the cell phone in my mama name and my baby and my daughter's name, or
The cell
in
phone?
my niece, or the house phone in my niece's name"? Did you know anybody? That's a yes or no question. I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know
yes.
no- I
I
don't
knew
know
people
nobody.
like that.
I've always heard of that, but I didn't know nobody personally that that's not nothing that they just told me. I'm sure there's a couple of cats that I talked to on the phone that the phone probably was in their mama's name, but hey, they didn't tell me.
What about you, Tony? Somebody come to you later on and say, "Man, my credit fucked up. My mama had a car in my name."
nah, I can't say I know somebody like that.
I've always heard about them cats, but I don't know them.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I'm like,
ghetto.
what? And
Fortunately, I know them motherfuckers. I know
yeah,
'em.
no, I ain't never really come across people like that. I mean, I've heard about it, but I ain't never come across personally about somebody talking about, is it my baby mama's name? Like, what?
Yeah, man.
Your car?
I consider yourself lucky, man. Consider yourself lucky. If you don't know the color.
Did you ever do it?
Me personally, no. I never did it.
Yeah, it just seemed
Consider
weird
yourself
about that.
I consider yourself lucky if you don't know the color of food stamps. That's what I would say. If you know the color of food stamps, brown was $1, green was $5.
I don't even remember, but I know my mom
you
had
a
them.
rough time when you was growing up, bro. You just know that. That's some weird shit. That's the good shit about ghetto. Shit is fucked up.
But I never really paid attention. I know my mom had that coupon stuff, that booklet, but I ain't never really paid attention.
Only
Shit.
time
Food is food, man.
Oh yeah, now you know what? So much wisdom when you get older. I mean,
Food is food. I got
I
fed.
think food is food.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
now I
God.
would be like, shit. They wouldn't give me a food stamp, but shit, I take that EBT card and slide that motherfucker quick in the motherfucker if I had to.
Wait.
Only bad part.
Come on now.
Only
If
bad
I had
part.
one now, I'd be good to go.
I'll be
Only
good to
bad
go.
part about it is we used to take the bus to the supermarket.
Carry all them groceries back.
Yeah, and then I had to call the cab because we had all those bags.
Oh, so
'Cause
you
first,
take it there
we
and
take
you
the
take
bus
cab
there
back?
empty-handed. But when we came back, we had to
You
take
know-
the cab because he ain't had the car.
I did that before with my grandma.
Uh-huh.
When I stayed there in the summer with my grandma one time, we did that. I think we walked up there.
Mm-hmm.
We walked to the grocery store and then had to call the cab back. I was gonna say though, the only time I saw the food stamps was when I seen them. I had friends sometimes that would have them, but my mom used to because she had a beauty shop, right?
Trade and barter.
Yeah, so people would come in and be like, I can't afford to, because the curls was happening back then.
$65, baby.
Everybody had the Jerry curl, so they couldn't afford to get everybody in the family the Jerry curl, get that touch up. So mom used to, I guess they used to hook up some kind of deal where they got hella give them hella food stamps, and I know it worked out in our favor because, like you say, that curl was $65, and my mom probably walked out of there with $300 worth of food stamps.
Hey, what
So,
was crazy, I remember it was like 50-50. So if they gave you 100 in food stamps, that's $50, or whatever it was. But, you know, we did the same shit with lunch tickets back when we was in high school. But I remember, man, them motherfuckers used to be coming through, and people would be grocery shopping like it wasn't shit. I mean, 4 or 5 baskets in the daisy chain and come up there and throw them food stamps on the table. I was like, damn, how much food stamps you get?
I seen
I'll get them
motherfuckers
from the
now.
hustle.
I see motherfuckers now when I go to what's the name of that damn store we go to?
Food for less?
Nah, we go to my wife like going to Winco to get the like all the certain foods.
Yeah, Winco.
And I be seeing motherfuckers in there like they be in that little scooter thing, and that thing be full with groceries, and then they got a cart that they push into, and 2 other motherfuckers with them. I be like, damn.
And slide that EBT on their ass, and
Yeah,
voila.
That's it for the month right there. They said.
Hey man,
Till next time.
it's a trip that, you know, part of the thing I remember about food stamps is it was embarrassing, right? So with an EBT card, they don't know if that's a credit card or
They know.
I mean, you know.
They know.
No, they know. They
They
just
know.
they just
If I'm
switched it
the
up.
third person in the back of the line, you stick that motherfucker and pull it out. I don't know what the hell you doing.
I know exactly what you're doing. You got 4 carts of food. Which is bullshit. That's a whole nother topic, which is bullshit. Here I am working 9 to 5 and shit, and I'm trying to figure out how to pay for 1 cart,
Hey,
and you got 4 carts.
I did the math before. A motherfucker who get Section 8 welfare, EBT, is probably doing better than me.
Yeah, you're doing better. You
You know what I'm
ain't
saying?
paying
Think
no
about it. You got
mortgage.
$12 motherfucking mortgage, rent, whatever you want to say, $10, $15, $20, right? You ain't paying no damn taxes, right? You probably got some kind of transportation card down they give out now. They give out transportation and shit. They hooking you up, right? Plus money, plus food, and your utilities and all that other shit is free phones and discounted PG&E and cable. You making out like a bandit.
You gotta work around the system, bro.
I don't want to work the system, Tom. Not that part
No,
of the system.
we don't. But there's people out there that do. You know, they're in that position where they either they need it
Uh-huh.
or they just work the system. I really can't
I ain't,
knock the hustle.
I ain't speaking. Yeah, you can. You can knock that.
You
hustle.
can,
I ain't
but at
gonna
the same
speak on-
time,
I ain't gonna speak on the people who need it.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
But them
saying.
motherfuckers who scamming the system, they trifling.
I would think
Yes.
All of 'em.
I would
Yes.
think that if you had
I
one
said it.
kid at a young age and you needed assistance and we could help you get yourself together, that would be great. But
If you
start
need
having
no, if
4
you
or
got
5
if
and
you
6
got 4 or
kids,
5 kids and you need help, I get it. The problem I got is when
From one guy, right?
I don't give a shit who it is. I'm saying that when you able bodies that can work and choose not to work, that's where I got an issue. When you got a whole grown ass man living in the house with you who ain't nothing wrong with, but he just don't work because it's easier just to keep getting paid and stuff. That's the issues I got. If you truthfully need, I don't care what your situation. Everybody's predicament. Everybody gets put in certain situations
Right.
that they didn't mean to be put in, even if it happened 4 or 5 times over.
Right.
I'm sure they didn't plan to do that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, when you that able body though, that can work, and you can, but you choose to have the assistance instead of trying to be better about it, or trying to get a job, for instance, or trying to get yourself out of that.
Yeah, it's a temporary. It's a
Yeah,
temporary
it's
fix.
supposed to be temporary.
It's temporary, but every time you have another kid, that's another what? Until they 18?
I don't know.
They cut
well,
off
you
at
know,
18.
I mean, I think that's the
can't
biggest
speak, I don't
argument you
even know.
find between, and I don't want to get into politics, but, socialists versus those that really feel like the economy need to stand up on their own. I won't call them socialists. I won't say they're a different type of party, but most of the time Republicans are the ones that are against those type of things, right? And Democrats are named socialists. They want we need to take care of everybody, we need to help everybody. But the problem is, for a person like us who's working and busting your butt, right, when you find that you are not getting the same benefits as somebody that is not, it's hard to swallow. I mean, that's I think that's where you're getting at, Eric. It's kind of hard to swallow to see a grown-ass man living on some lady that could be out there working and she getting aid and getting all this extra shit while you out here doing everything you possibly can, and then they taking all your money and taxes and everything else. Everything you asked for. My kids got to buy lunch. Okay, that's got to come out of my pocket. My kids got to have new stuff. That's got to come out of my pocket. While they getting aid for everything they possibly could get. And shit, that's hard to swallow. I ain't gonna even front. I
Right.
know. I put kids through college. I know how that shit is. That shit is hard to swallow when you gotta keep paying that shit back.
Right, but like, I can speak on it because I've been there. I've been to where my mom would get assistance and get welfare and all that bullshit, right? But she knew that this is just temporary because my mom is the type that she's too proud. She ain't trying to get help.
Yeah.
This is only temporary. This is just to put food on the table. I'ma still work on the side, get that side money, and then it's only temporary. Cause why would you want to stay in the system? You know. So eventually we got out.
Right. Well, the same thing.
Right.
Same thing for me. I went through the same thing. You know, but I could tell the pride of my dad after he had got injured. I'm telling a little bit too much business, but it was killing him. He didn't like the whole thought of being in the system, so he worked his tail off to get out of the system. You know what I'm saying? Even being injured, and the man got to where he needed to be. So shit is a trip, man. You know, it's cold how you have some people who have a lot of pride and don't want to be in the system, and then you have people that game the system. You look like you want to say something, then we can get off this topic.
Yeah, I don't even understand why we even talking about welfare. Why are we talking about welfare? I don't even know how we got there. Did y'all see that little girl in the water this morning almost get bit by that shark? Because I was trying to go on vacation, and I was thinking about going to, we were talking about Mexico, I think it was. I think that's where it was at, too. Might have been Hawaii. That little 6-year-old girl was in shallow water, and they showed the little girl, like, look back, and that shark said, "Ow," like that, and she was like, "Ooh," and she started running out like that.
Wait.
Did she get bit?
Nah,
Almost
she didn't get bit. She got on out
Okay.
in shallow water. Now,
yeah.
I know it's a little selfish because we were talking about something serious as welfare, but I'm trying to figure out how. I love tropical vacations and stuff. I love the beach. I mean, not California beach, the beach where you go to islands like
You
that
actually
type
see
of
the
beach.
bottom of the fucking one.
And I'm always been a little nervous about getting in the water. Period. Anyway, I get in it,
Yeah,
but
I've
I'm
seen you in the water.
But all it takes is a little. All
Are
it
you
takes is
insinuating that he's not a water person?
all
I
it
try
takes.
to show him how to body surf.
Man, I think we talked about that on the other show.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
we
saying
don't need to
now
bring
I
that
teach
up
him how to
again.
body surf.
Hey, all it takes is a little
Yeah,
on my
you-
leg, boy, and I'm
you out.
tap, tap, tap. Y'all remember what was that called? The Richard Pryor, The Toy. You remember the movie The Toy?
I watched
Yeah,
that
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
3
It was
times.
Little white
running
boy.
on water.
20
Yeah,
years
when the
ago.
piranhas.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said there's piranhas in that water. He started walking on top. That's me.
Yeah, yeah.
Something hit my legs. Wow, I'm out. But
I don't swim in water. I can't see the bottom of them.
you can't swim though, right? I know you don't swim because you had a pool for 10 years
can
that you never
swim.
got in.
That's stupid. But that's what
Hey, hey,
I have a
hey,
pool in every house
this
I
fool
have
had
except
a-
this one.
This fool had a pool
Oh,
for over 10 years.
Of course I
and
can swim.
never got in it.
you a lie.
You ain't never got
Okay. We're going to let him tell you how many times he's been in it because it's funny. Because what's funny about this is Tony got a pool
Uh-huh.
and he can't tell you how many times he's been in the pool.
Yeah.
Because he got a pool.
Right.
So
That
let's
means
go-
I've been in there a
so
lot.
Let's hear Kevin. Let's hear Kevin tell you how many times he was in the pool.
Like 15.
In 10 years?
I don't give him. I think he's exaggerating on that.
15. There was a point in time. You
He
don't know what I'm
lying.
talking about. There was a
He
point in time.
lying.
All I love, mama and daddy, and I don't play with them. My mama and daddy, they both gone, so bless their souls. There was a point in time when I was jumping in the pool to exercise, and I was swimming every day. So I know that's not a lot.
So you did
It's
this.
like 2
Oh, so you did that for 2 weeks.
But that's it.
I think 15
So the bad part about
15
that,
times.
I lived in that house from 2006 to all the way to like 2019. It only got in there 15
Oh,
times.
shit.
You know, you could
Hey,
get
but
in there
I
15 times in
can't
one
swim.
summer.
I can't swim. It's just a matter of, man, I don't like heat. I don't like hot.
My kid swam in his
I
pool
why
do
you
more.
not
going in.
like heat,
My
bruh.
kid swam in his
Period.
pool more than he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute,
So
you don't
he-
like hot,
he-
but
he-
that's the whole
he-
purpose of the pool.
He not telling you the truth, but he ain't telling you the lie. Meaning that no,
It's
I didn't
somewhere
get that
in
pool. I
between.
bought the pool for my kids. I didn't buy the pool
Right,
for
it's
me.
all good, but I mean, it's there. It's hot.
Man, man, Tony, man, I walk outside, it's 103. I'm like, oh, no, fuck that.
We
I
have-
turn around, I'm like,
we have we
AC.
we have barbecues around his pool and nobody got in.
Kids got in.
Everybody looking at the water. That's beautiful. It's beautiful water.
nice.
Right there. It's nice.
That's not right. You tell my business like that, bro.
You know, adults don't after a while they just don't bother going in anymore, not like kids do. You get some 10 to 15-year-olds, they'll get in there.
You know what I feel like while you said that? I feel like Craig's uncle. Yeah, I don't need no damn pool. Now we get real busy in the jacuzzi. That's the thing I felt like.
That's
That's
where the
fucked
magic
up. You gonna try to
happens.
say Craig's uncle and shit.
Wait a minute. So you seen the girl get almost bit by a shark?
So it was on the news this morning,
Yeah,
right?
back up on the
So they
shark.
got a video of it, like her looking back,
Uh-huh.
and then the shark kind of jumps out the water. Mind you, it was one of them smaller sharks. It was probably about like this. I mean, from what I can see, I couldn't. It just
Still a
it
shark
jumped
though, motherfucking.
But it just barely missed her, and she went off. And I was just like, see, that's why I can't be fucking with that water, man. Because I be thinking about when I was in Fiji and stuff. I was thinking about like, you be hearing the story about jellyfish and shit stinging you and stuff. And
Yeah, you on that side of the world, you got a bunch of shit out
so
there.
I'm already like scared like that. And then, sharks. I was just conversing. Who was I talking to? It had to be my daughter. And I was saying that, sharks serve no purpose. I said, so I wish they would just die.
What?
They don't serve any purpose, but they bite folks.
They have a purpose.
They
Every
d-
animal
no,
on
they
Earth has
just
a
swim
purpose.
around the. No, they don't. There's certain animals that have
You
no
need to watch
purpose.
Shark Week.
Sharks have no purpose.
You
but
need to watch
biting
Shark
white
Week.
people.
You need to watch
I
Shark
don't
Week.
think that's the case.
What
They-
goes the shark
they-
for?
I don't know,
They
but I'm
eat-
pretty
they
sure
eat-
there's a purpose.
they eat
They do
what?
something.
They eat
in the
dead
water.
whales. That's just blubber just sitting
They
there.
do something. Yeah,
No,
everything
no,
has
they
a
don't.
purpose.
First of all, no, they don't.
Okay, first of all, you forget.
But see, but hang on.
Hold
You guys
on.
are just saying it.
Watch
because-
Shark Week.
Every animal has a purpose.
So tell me what their
I don't know.
purpose
I
is.
would have to research it.
They eat.
And every animal doesn't have a purpose.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Because I remember the list. There's a list that they had of animals with no purpose, and sharks was on that bad boy.
What?
There's certain animals. I
bet
can't
you
think of
there's
all
Let
right
me-
now.
let me guess.
something that
I'm
allergies
telling
or
you,
some
there's
shit,
certain
something
animals, they don't
that
do
redoes
shit.
something. I bet you.
Ants are in there.
Something.
And serve a purpose.
What?
Don't they? I mean, it's something simple like because of the digging that they do and stuff. They cultivate some type of land that makes it.
Worms.
I guarantee you sharks got something like that too.
I'm telling you, no, they don't.
Man, it's hard for me to believe.
Man, sharks don't do nothing but bite motherfuckers. I'm telling you now. And they eat every goddamn
once
thing.
your
They
ass
eat
get in
metal.
the water,
Yep,
they
you've
coming for
seen
you.
sharks get cut open. They find license plates, boat parts. These motherfuckers.
Guess what? That's mankind's doing. They eat
But
all
what I'm
that,
saying,
but
no,
yeah,
no,
they
I'm not
eat
saying
every-
that. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
because of what's in there.
They
I'm
just
saying,
eat.
I'm just saying they eat everything.
Damn.
They eat every damn
Maybe
thing.
that's their purpose.
Look up some of the shit they find in a shark's belly. It's crazy.
Damn.
They're
They do absolutely nothing. And if they do any
the
type of cleaning,
raccoons of the ocean. They eat whatever's in there.
first of all, raccoons don't eat metal.
But I mean,
You
sharks
seem
blind?
Like, you seem upset about this.
I don't
Sharks
like 'em.
blind? No, he can't. He can't go in the water because there's
can't
shit in there.
fathom. Fucking
We
with a
need
shark.
to kill sharks off, and the
Ah,
oceans would be
shit.
better.
The oceans.
Think about it. There's nothing that a shark.
Find out what the
There's
shark's
nothing that a
purpose.
shark does that a safer fish can't do. So whatever you find, I don't know what the hell it is that you're gonna find that he does, but I guarantee you, there's nothing that a safer fish can't do.
Damn.
Kev, you needed a disclaimer at the end of this show.
You know, you need to
Because-
pause it because I'm ready to look this shit up.
Okay.
Shark Week.
Hey, we're about to pause for
Shark Week.
so
Shark
we can
Week.
find out.
Shark
We're
Week
gonna
ain't
pause
nothing
for a
but
second.
bad stories about sharks eating
it's not.
motherfuckers up.
Talking about when you're ready. It's recording, but don't worry about that part. I'll edit it.
Yeah, so
So when you're ready.
I just feel like whatever sharks do, whatever sharks do in the world, I believe that we can find a less dangerous fish or whatever a shark is, fish, to do it too.
Hey,
Okay. Eric
I'm
said
with
that
you.
because we took a pause for a second and we looked it up.
Yeah,
And,
I
And
don't
they serve no purpose. But
And
of
for
course,
Eric's
but
body,
of
it serves
course,
no purpose.
but of course, just like we always do with the internet, no matter what you're arguing, it could be anything. You can find where somebody and put information on the wide world web that's for, and
And
you can
against.
find people against. So you always can find proof.
So you know
To
the basic
support
answer
your-
we
your
found
argument.
is the shark is, of course, the ocean's largest predator, and it basically eats the grouper fish, right? Which grouper,
But what I'm saying is
Grouper,
bullshit. They eat
which
everything.
erodes the coral reef.
They eat
which
everything.
messes up the ecosystem
See, I hate when
environment. So
you got to pause it again
Eric is right.
because I
Eric is
hate
right. They do
I hate
eat
when
everything.
motherfuckers.
They eat everything. He's right about that, but that is their purpose.
I
Their
hate when
purpose is
motherfuckers
to-
take on an
to
argument.
eat anything
but they don't know
that's
what they
weak,
arguing.
Sick.
All right, one
Yeah.
at a time. Whatever.
I hate
Preschool.
I hate when motherfuckers take on an argument.
I'm not taking on this argument.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
I hate when motherfuckers take on an argument and they're gonna argue a point that they don't even know what it is. He just looked this up and he doesn't. Tell me what a grouper fish is. Tell me what the purpose of a grouper fish is.
The little small fish and sworms, like thousands of them. I know what they are.
So that's what the fucking shark takes them little
that what
tiny
eats-
fish.
That erodes the
And-
coral reef.
and that's what's
Those
gonna end the
things
world.
Mess with the coral reef, which affect our environment, the ecosystem.
So tell me how it does.
I don't know how it does.
So that's
I'm
what
not a motherfucking
exactly.
oceanologist.
You don't even know this shit. So why
I'm
would you
not
say
an
that?
oceanologist. I'm just reading off of what it says.
Oceanologist is what he
What
said.
the fuck is that shit? I
So-
mean, what do
so-
people call?
You could do a biologist. You could do that. I mean,
No,
just
but they
call
are
them that.
ocean. Some
Marine-
Oceanography.
Marine
Okay.
biologists. There you go.
You know what?
Marine biologists.
Hang on, let me.
That's
Alcohol
that's
was
why
fucking with me.
that's why the show's called "Don't Be Stupid" because we have no idea.
So marine biologists. There you go.
Okay, let's keep this short.
Keep it short.
I agree with Eric only because I'm selfish and I would like to swim in an ocean where I don't have to worry about an apex
I
predator.
don't agree with Eric.
My
I
thing-
think everything has a purpose.
God
Fuck it.
damn. I didn't even. The one thing that we know for sure. There's one thing that we know for sure. That fucking sharks is taking chunks out of every fucking body. Every chance they get, they're
Yeah.
taking a chunk out of somebody. And I don't give a fuck what you say
Yeah.
or whatever bumfuck internet sites you looked up. Sharks should go.
Shout
What
out
about
to
snakes?
Peter.
That don't mean they're going anywhere.
But at least snakes, you can make up some type of thing saying snakes is keeping mice from doing something in your farmhouse or some
That's the
shit.
same
That's-
shit.
It's
That's-
not because what I'm saying
It's
is
every snake that goes after mice. You can keep away those rattlesnakes.
it's not the same thing because I'm saying as a human being, the shark has no purpose that we benefit from.
I bet you, and I'm just guessing.
Somebody will
I bet
argue with
that
you, though.
people get
Of
bit
course,
by
there's people that's
snakes
gonna argue.
way
Those
more
are
than they
the
get
same
bit by
people those are
motherfucking
the same
sharks.
people who are against us for wearing leather shoes and fur coats. That's what the people that's
Oh,
gonna
you
say
ain't
the
know
No,
difference.
You're not-
I'm
you're not
sure
what I
there's
said.
a biologist or
Because
some
you're talking-
oceanography.
See what I said?
The reason why I wouldn't be mad at you for having your opinion about sharks. You could love sharks all you want to.
don't care
All
about
I'm saying is that what you basing it on is a bunch of bullshit. You looked up, you didn't know exactly why, and then you
I said
looked up
every
and you
animal
said
has a
coral
purpose.
reefs, and you don't even know what the fuck a coral reef is.
I know coral reef is. What the fuck you talking about?
Who don't
You
know
never
what
been
coral
to
reef is?
What was it? The oceanologist.
Oceanologist.
You said, tell me what the coral reef is,
The
and,
coral
and,
reef is
and what it does,
is the
and what it does
hard-looking
for
surface
human.
where the algae sits on top of when you go out in the ocean. You ain't never got touched no coral reef.
I ain't never touched. I've seen plenty of.
Have you ever been out to Hawaii?
Yes, I've
gone to
seen
the
it.
coral
I've
reef
seen
out
it.
there, and that sharp ass shit'll fuck your shit up.
I've seen coral
That's what
reefs.
coral reef is.
I've swimmed around. Swam.
Oh,
Is that a
okay.
word?
So why would
Swam.
you think I wouldn't know what that is?
When I say you don't know what it is, I'm saying, do you know what purpose it serves? The importance to that's what I'm talking about. Why argue? I can't argue with you about something that you're saying that it's coral reefs are important, but you don't know why they're important.
I don't know why they're important.
So
Shit.
fuck coral reefs then. We don't you live this long without knowing what a coral reef is, so we don't need sharks. We don't need sharks. While we on it, we don't need
So what-
while we on
we
it, we
need-
don't
we
need
need
big
coral
ass.
reefs.
So, but let me ask you a question.
We need coral
So-
reefs.
So the plant, so when plants out, I mean, the trees and all that produce oxygen. Don't you think the coral reefs do something like that if they need to be here?
It's an ecological world.
I don't know what they do.
It's a living,
I know you can't touch them.
breathing thing.
Yeah, I know you can't touch them. I know you can't take some
they're-
little
they're
pieces
protected.
off. You can't
They're
take it
protected.
home with you. I know all that shit.
Right. So they
I don't
must
know.
serve a purpose.
I don't know what purpose they serve, but whatever's keeping them from doing it.
Yeah.
So if it's the shark, for instance, that's eating the shit up that keeps them from doing what it is that they do positive, I guarantee you that there's something else out there that eats them too that's not as vicious as a damn shark.
That's
While we're on it, we don't need big ass, buff ass dogs walking around either. What purpose does that serve? I love dogs. I love dogs. But if you got a big muscular ass dog in
Wait a
your
minute,
yard,
wait a minute.
and that motherfucker,
Wait a minute.
that dog, that they
Wait a
need to
minute.
go to.
You had Cujo Jr. This big motherfucker, nice,
Coming from
beautiful
somebody that
dog,
had a pit bull.
strong as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, a gorgeous dog. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to say, I was so impressed with the dog. I was scared of that motherfucker, but I was
Yep.
impressed with that dog. And you gonna say nobody don't need no buff ass
You don't
dog?
need buff ass dog. I had one because they exist. But if we didn't have them, we don't need them.
You never wore a pit bull shirt from
Of course I did. I wore a shirt with a Tyrannosaurus Rex on it. That don't mean that means it's all right to own one.
You don't want to own a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Fuck no. And you know the Tyrannosaurus Rexes?
What?
Is that do you say Tyrannosaurus Rex or do you say Tyrannosaurus Rexes?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's just Rex.
Did you know that they were slow?
Like,
That a man could outrun one easily? They're just on the news on
like
something.
you
I
outrun it.
I know he can't grab you.
That's one of the motherfuckers. If he gets you,
But
it
in
don't
the
matter.
movies, you know how them motherfuckers be moving so
Like
quick
80
and
miles an
stuff?
hour and shit, yeah.
Real life, they said they probably was never nowhere near that fast. Now I don't know about them other motherfuckers and raptors and all that shit.
All
That's
that little
different.
shit, them little
But
small
them
ass
Tyrannosaurus
motherfuckers.
was like,
Raptors will catch you.
Yeah,
They got them hind legs, man.
I mean, we all saw
That's
Jurassic
a wrap.
Park.
That's a wrap for you.
They're like a hybrid of, they're like a small Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So tell me
they
how you
still got
about,
the little arms.
so tell me about how do you feel about the Raptors?
How do I feel about raptors?
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors?
I was about to go there, but no.
Hey, we talk about shit we don't know.
Raptors.
So you might as well jump into some shit
Yeah,
you really don't know.
going some shit you don't know. Like
I don't even know how
Raptors.
we got there. I just want sharks dead.
Disclaimer.
I'm all
fuck
for
it, you-
I'm all
comments.
for shark fin
When you
soup.
take the sharks and I take the snakes, and Tony, you go ahead and throw your shit in there. We all
If
good.
you don't want snakes out of it, I'm down with that too. Snakes can go. There's something that you need to throw in there.
Throw
You
your
get a chance.
shit
Look,
in there,
you
Tony.
get a
Box
chance to throw it in.
jellyfish. The
Box.
fuck does jellyfish got to do with anything?
They sting you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they
fuck
fuck
your shit
you
up.
up.
Just
They'll
get them,
fuck
throw
you
them in the
up.
box.
Yeah, you need to get
Throw
them
them
out
in
of
the
there.
box. Everybody gets to throw something in the box.
Throw y'all shit in the box too. Whatever it is, throw it in the box. Throw it in the box.
You know, coming from East Coast, get rid of seaweed. We don't need that seaweed shit.
Seaweed?
They fucked up.
Damn, we
Hey.
just throwing shit in there.
Fuck it, man.
Yeah, fuck seaweed.
I'm down.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. People on the East Coast know. They got that fucking seaweed all over the
I mean, I'm
goddamn
feeling good about it now. We can get rid of mayonnaise too.
mayonnaise.
I hate mayonnaise, bro.
Nah,
Go away.
Let's not
Hey,
get
it's
crazy.
it was my turn.
let's not get crazy.
It was my turn. I could throw us in the box.
Mayonnaise in the
Mayonnaise, man. Anything with mayonnaise in it got to go.
You got a whole list, don't you?
Oh, I can go. I can't stand mayonnaise.
Time
See,
to take a
it's
chronic
funny.
break.
It's funny because he eats mayonnaise. I can't stand mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And Kevin don't like mayonnaise, but he's able to eat around it, or if a little bit's in there, he does all right. So
I
it's
could
just
do the
three
potato
shades of.
salad type
See, I,
things.
can't-
Yeah,
I used to
can't-
love potato salad till I found out mayonnaise was in
Yeah,
it.
I can't fuck with it. Just straight mayonnaise. That's just not.
That's the show, y'all.
That's
Go
just
from
just can't
distinct-
fuck with it.
Getting rid of sharks to mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is horrible.
Hey, I think we should take a little small
I
break.
think I
Not
hate-
break in the show, but break to say a few people passed. You know what I'm saying? I think we should.
Wait a minute.
Since the show.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Good.
You don't think
But I
we
do hate-
pay acknowledgement?
No,
Disrespect.
I do, but I'm just saying,
Disrespect.
right over the middle of my mayonnaise thing. I think that.
Well, your madness thing is more important. Let's go ahead.
No,
Death is
I'm
not
just
something
saying.
you-
I think I hate mayonnaise more than I hate sharks.
Nah.
Man,
Mayonnaise-
I'd rather swim in a.
hold on.
I take a chance.
Shark-infested water.
I take chances
Hold
in the
on.
ocean
Eat a
Hold on.
mayonnaise
before I eat
sandwich.
that mayonnaise sandwich.
Hold on, dude.
That's just nasty.
I've already done
Mayonnaise,
it.
mayonnaise is not an apex predator.
What is mayonnaise? That bland ass shit.
It's
What is it?
eggs.
Come on, man.
What?
It's
Now
eggs.
you're being silly.
Why?
don't know that?
Why is it so nasty? Why is it so bland?
Y'all like dry sandwiches?
That's because you know, he yellow.
Yeah.
Hey.
The high
Hey.
coming out. The high
Hey.
coming out there.
We will not have that racial stereotype shit on this show.
Damn.
We will not have that.
Damn.
You listen, Peter is gonna come for you, trying to get rid of sharks and mayonnaise. Some bullshit.
They might come for us on the shirt, but I give a damn if they
non
come for me
swimming
on
in
that
the
mayonnaise.
ocean,
Fuck
dry
them and
sandwich
mayonnaise.
ass.
I'm not eating that shit.
You
Fuck
rather
that.
you rather be in the ocean, which
Already-
shark.
hold
I've
on,
already
hold
done
on,
it. I've
hold
already
on,
done it.
hold on. You rather be in the ocean while a shark
With the
Each-
with the possibilities
eat your
of
black
Shark come
ass.
to eat my ass.
with the possibilities of sharks
Then gagging on some
being
fucking
in there,
mayonnaise.
then eating that full mayonnaise sandwich over. That's just
Ugh.
who's eating mayonnaise sandwich.
you slap mayonnaise on it. It could be anything, but you put mayonnaise on it. Oof, man,
Eric can
that's
tell
just
you, I'll
nasty.
take I will not eat that shit. I'll throw it out.
That's just
Throw it
nasty.
completely out. I can't fuck with it.
I think you guys are just way
That
crazy.
shit's nasty.
I think you just light skinned.
I am.
That's why you.
With
That's
all
why
the
you
racial
feel like
tension
you
in
feel
America
don't like
today,
dry-
would you say that because he's light skinned, that's a problem?
I don't like dry.
Because he's light
sandwich.
skinned. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Why is it a problem?
Because you know how light skinned folks.
I don't think that's the reason why he likes mayonnaise, though.
Oh, I know that's the reason why he
I
likes
don't like
mayonnaise.
dry sandwich.
No, man, you
Is
don't
there
like.
anything, any
disgusting.
condiment you don't fuck with, like mustard, ketchup?
Nah, he's light skinned. They eat all that shit.
Oh, we answering from me. Are we answering for me?
Yep.
You know what? Go to Mexico.
Okay.
Go to Mexico.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Do you eat mustard?
No. No.
You don't eat mustard.
Honey mustard. Go to Mexico and get your black ass bit by a fucking small little reef shark while you over there sitting on a margarita.
There it is.
All right.
Such violence. Such violence.
Oh, light skin. Gonna
All
go
right,
for you, even for me.
Now can I give a tribute to these brothers that passed? Because one of them I really
If
I'm
we
gonna miss, man.
if we haven't already, just to make sure, because
Just-
I think we
only,
mentioned
only
one
two.
Of them.
Only two. I
I
wanted.
thought we
to
mentioned one of them already though. But if we didn't, go ahead.
I don't remember if we gave tribute to Black Rob.
Okay, so we'll go Black Rob first. Yeah, of course, rest in peace, Black Rob. Does anybody? Don't get me wrong. It hits home because again, this is another. He's in that era when we was deep off into hip hop, and it's probably for me. We all agree, probably the best time in hip hop.
Yep.
He's part of that era. I will say this though, Black Rob is somebody that I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know him as well.
We know the Woe song. We know, but he didn't. I don't think he did too much after that. And was he Bad Boy?
Yeah, he was bad boy.
He was Bad Boy, right?
But he had another album. It was pretty cool.
I didn't know he had the first album.
Still, was back in the day, he was just one of them.
I just know
dudes
that song,
he
but
spit nice. I like it
yeah,
slow.
but we knew who he was, and like I say, yeah, he was that. But the only reason I wanted to single him out because I know Shock G
Oh man,
was gonna go a little longer,
right.
because Shock G was something that we all experienced.
The underground for me, man. The underground. I want to start this time.
The digital underground.
Digital underground, right? I'm a Bay boy, which you all know. So when we was trying to get in the rap game back in the day, with all of us, me, Sway Tech, all of us, ACP, trying to get in the game, he was in the game. So we all learning at the same time, and listening to that brother put. I mean, when Humpty came out, I mean, I heard other stuff from him, but it was just incredible. We was thinking, wow, this dude's a pioneer. You know, this dude is doing this thing. And I didn't think the underground was going to be that big. But when that came out, it just blew my mind. So I had so much respect for Digital Underground, and I used to listen to everything him and Money did. I was like, man, this is just incredible how big they're going. And I don't even know Tupac. You know, I met Shock G.
That's
I
when you
met
heard
Money
Tupac.
B. I never met Tupac. But for them to bring him along and all those people along, and then other little groups that he had out there, is just changing the game. I mean, they did what I wish a lot of us would have did, which was made a family unit and brought people along. So I'm going to miss Shock because The fact is that, man, the underground was something. They just came out of the atmosphere with that Humpty shit. And another person who did it for me was Sir Mix-a-Lot. He did it with his square dance rap, but people probably don't know all that shit. This is old school shit. But he did change the game. So you look at all these people like Rapping Duke that changed the game with the different styles. We had a great time back then. So when I think about Digital Underground, I think about the great time I had. And when I think about that guy not being around, it hurts my soul. You know what I'm saying?
So before we go further on Shock G, you want to say something about it?
No, I was just surprised that like when he introduced Pac to everybody. That's what I appreciate. When he brought Pac and gave him a chance to let that rip.
I think that's still one of the tightest verses ever.
Yeah, that's the
He
thing. I
came
was
up-
like, man, I think you killed him on this one with Chip Pac.
I was going to getting off Shock G just for a second. So you think that Sir Mix-a-Lot changed the game a little bit?
Well, if you back in the day when Run DMC and all those dudes was doing their rap, it was just that basic melodic diss. You had Joski Love with Pee Wee Herman Dance. Remember that?
Yeah.
So Mix-a-Lot with square dance rap.
But what I'm saying is, what made
like a motherfucker.
what made
Humpty took it to
Sir
a different
Mix-a-Lot?
level.
What did Sir Mix-a-Lot do though to change the game?
If you don't know what square dance rap is, you
I know
probably
exactly. Everybody talking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm saying,
It's just
so what did
bringing
he
different
do?
styles.
What
bringing
style,
different
though, did he
game.
bring?
It was, so see, you gotta appreciate.
See, because my
different
thing
styles.
is, what I
We didn't
I
hear that
love
shit.
square dance rap, right?
'Cause that
But to
different
me,
voice, different things.
but that's Nucleus.
Right, yeah, Nucleus.
That's
another
Jam
one
on
that
it.
did the same thing.
I mean, that's way before square
Right,
dance
right,
rap.
right.
So the way I looked
Is
at
it?
it was
Wow, I
Nucleus
didn't
is
know that.
way before. Jam on it is way before that.
Oh, I used to rock Jam
on
on
it.
it all the time when I was DJing. So I know that's 85.
So you might
I thought Mix-a-Lot was 80, 85, 86
no.
too.
Square dance rap came out when I was in the 11th grade,
Wow. I'm
and
off, man. I used to mix all
Jam
that
on it came out when I was like in the
seventh grade.
7th grade, 6th
Yeah,
grade.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nucleus
Jam
was
on
that.
it.
But
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that stuff right there, I mean, bringing that to the game, I it was just different.
Not to
There
take
was so
nothing
many
against Sir
styles
Mix-a-Lot.
out
I just
there.
don't think
Nobody
that his
wanted
style
to copy
was
nobody.
crazy.
You know what I mean? That's what it was, I think. And so Mix-a-Lot
I
had
disagree
that,
there too.
but they wasn't like that.
Everybody did copy everybody.
Well,
then.
they did, because you could say Dana Dane and Slick Rick. You can't say that, but Dana Dane was had a little
weren't they
different
together,
twist to
though?
his shit.
No.
Dana Dane had a little twist to his shit compared to Slick Rick. You remember those
Slick
two?
Rick was with Dougie Fresh. I remember those two. Yeah, Dana
Yeah,
Dane
yeah,
with
yeah.
Fame, Cinderfella, Dana
Cinderfella,
Dane.
da, da, da.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
he straight bit Rick style. But I think everybody, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
That's no
Who came
secret.
first?
That's no Slick Rick came first with the
Slick
show,
Rick came first for the show. Yeah.
which is crazy. That
Not Dane Dane?
no,
Okay.
Slick Rick came out way before it. That's when I was like in the 8th grade. Dana Dane came out again when I was like in the 11th grade or whatever.
But Shock had to, you know.
Hang on, we're not talking about Shock right now.
You know,
But I
it's
mean,
good.
it's a good topic right here. We on.
Uh-huh.
I do think that at that time, when you talk about Run DMC and all them people, a lot of motherfuckers sound the same. When LL came out, a lot of motherfuckers wanted to sound like LL. When Cool G Rap came out with his shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers on that side that sounded like Cool G. There's a whole bunch. Big Daddy Kane, there was a whole bunch of followers that wanted to sound like Big
Yeah,
Daddy
but Cool G
Kane.
Rap was like he was like the East Coast.
But I'm talking about
Gangsta
there was other,
shit.
but
He
there was
was-
other East Coast rappers who was biting the same style.
Yeah, but he had like a different kind of swag to him. He had like LA King shit on. He had Raiders hat on and shit for being East Coast.
I'm not saying what his style was. I'm not saying that the way his swag was. I'm saying that when certain people hit big, at that time, there was a whole bunch of people who followed behind them and tried to do the same thing. We got so many Father MC sounding motherfuckers. It's just
Yeah,
crazy.
but I'm like for Cool G Rap though. I'm trying to think of
Like
who's
Craig, all them cats sound the same to me. Craig G, all them cats kind of sounded like that East Coast, that flavor.
I
I
ju-
don't know who was first, but a lot of them cats sound the same.
I'm trying to figure out like Craig G was the only person that I knew back then because remember this is pre Jay-Z and all that Nas and all those, right? And he was talking about the drug shit. He was talking about the consequences and
I
all
get-
that shit.
Okay, but what part of what I'm saying is not right?
I-
What I'm
I-
saying is everything you just said.
Right.
Everything you just said is right. He came with that kind of swag. how you put it, that swag.
Right.
But then after he came up with that swag, there was other people that was trying to come out with that same type of swag that's trying to sound like him.
It might have, but he sounded way a lot better.
I'm not arguing that.
You're right.
People always duplicate. People
Right.
always replicate. So you're right. I understand that.
They always replicate. Same way Run. There was a bunch of folks that sounded like Run. There's few cats that come out, and I'm not gonna say, we can even say like the beatboxing mess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was
Dougie Fresh.
There was
Dougie
Dougie
Fresh.
Fresh. There was Dougie Fresh,
And
and
then
then you
Human
had
Beatbox
Human
came,
Beat, and then you had all
Dylan
Tila
Drum.
Rock. You had all these cats
TL
that
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
beatboxing
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
What I'm saying is, once somebody did it,
Yeah.
there's always been these cats that come behind them and try to, how many NWAs did we have after NWA? We know there's only one NWA. We know
Right.
how they did it.
Yeah.
But we had a whole line of all these different groups above the law. It was,
Well, I think they replicated that.
Lynch mob.
and that's what I'm
NWA
saying.
did that
And that's-
themselves because Above the Law is a
Some-
part of
but-
Dre's clique.
Somebody got to open the door.
But even
Somebody got to open the door. Though.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not. But that's not what that's what I'm saying. So when he says, getting back to what we were talking about, when he says that, like Mix-a-Lot was changed the game, I just kind of seems like, to me, it just seems like he brought back something that was already there.
See, and it's funny. I never put
Because then he
Wiki
flipped.
Rap,
Because
you know,
then he
with-
flipped.
with
Because then he
with
flipped.
the Nucleus crew to Mix-a-Lot. I never really thought of him that way. I really didn't. Now when I think about it, I can see how you could see it's like that. For
But
me, I
then
didn't put it like that.
but then he
I thought
flipped.
Mix-a-Lot
But then he
was really
flipped
good.
because I'm not trying to take nothing against Mix-a-Lot because then he switched
Posse on
completely
Broadway.
and he did Posse on Broadway and then
No,
from
that's
there.
the same that's the same album.
But what I'm no, okay.
Was it?
Yes. But the only reason it's the same album is because it was re-put on that album.
Right.
Square Dance Rap came out way before
Well,
that album came.
That
and then
album comes out in '88, so Square Dance Rap
Came out way before that.
'86.
It came out before that, and then he put it back on there.
Right.
But what I was going to say about
that's what I say, I know they're really close. I knew that I was mixing it. I felt like
They
it was
not
85,
close.
86.
Nucleus and Square Dance Rap is not close.
No, I think Nucleus is '83.
That's what I'm saying, 'cause
what it
they're
is.
not close.
Jam On It is '83.
But what I was going to say though is that that it's almost like what do you call them type of things where it's like what do you call fights that aren't for real? Like when a boxer fights a bear or some shit.
Exhibition.
It kind of reminds me of that because when you listen to his album, if you bought it for Square Dance Rap, you're gonna be very, very disappointed.
Oh yeah, because he did not come. Yeah, he came.
Because it's not gonna have that kind of rap on it. And then he goes to butts and what was the name of the song? I like big butts and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got, so he goes into that type of music.
But
Yeah,
is
and
it because he was like the minuscule West Coast rappers at that time? The little bit of
Really, he's not a West Coast rapper. He's from
He's from
Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not West Coast. That's not a West Coast rapper.
I
though.
get it.
That is West Coast.
I'm not
No, hang on.
It is West
Hang
Coast.
on.
West Coast.
You know
That's
exactly what I
Cali.
mean by
Yeah,
West
that's like
Coast
Cali.
rapper.
Hey, he's not
Yeah,
an
you don't
LA,
consider-
Cali.
When you say
rapper.
West Coast rapper, we thinking of gangster rap. We thinking of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
West
but-
Coast rapper.
that's
He's
what I
not
think
really a
about the
West Coast
rap.
rapper.
Listen,
You're right.
we
So
have
he is from the
world
West
class
Coast.
working cool.
I mean, when I said
mean,
that, I
come
knew
on.
he was from Seattle. I know where Seattle is.
yeah, that's
But
right.
We don't consider. We've never ever considered the Supersonics or Seattle Mariners and none of that to be West Coast teams.
One of the
Yeah,
one,
you're right,
but
you're right.
I'm just saying it's like one of the few like world class wrecking crew. I mean,
No,
that
that's
way-
That's West Coast. That motherfucker up there was damn near in Canada.
Yeah. Well, you
Are we
know the
gonna get
world-class
technical?
rap
All right,
surgery
but I'm
and
just
all that
saying
shit
it-
was
that early mid '80s shit. That's you didn't really get a whole lot of. I mean, minuscule, little West Coast rappers that were out.
I disagree.
Little bit. Who was out then?
In the early '80s,
Yeah, who was out in the early '80s?
you got Ice-T. You got.
Mid '80s. Not early
So you're talking
80s.
about early '80s?
Yeah, like
Sir
who was out
Mix-a-Lot
there?
wasn't
Like,
early
what-
80s?
What was when? Well, no, Jam On It. You said was like '83.
Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot wasn't early '80s. By the time Sir Mix-a-Lot came out, we had rappers in the West Coast. Shit, Too Short was making records by then.
That's what I'm saying. But we still had a small few of rappers. That's what I'm trying to say. That was a few West Coast rappers. He's still considered a West Coast rapper, considering where he's from.
He is.
He's just
There's a-
not.
there's a
You
lot
consider
of-
him a West Coast rapper?
geologically where he sits.
No,
Here
we're
we
not
go.
talking about that. We're not talking about
Did
that.
I consider him a West
He's
Coast
not
rapper?
from LA
He was
or the
not
Bay.
considered-
I'm not saying
he's
LA or
not,
Bay.
but I considered a West Coast rapper because I didn't see
There
him
was a
in that
time.
thing.
There was a
Yeah.
time when he wasn't considered a West Coast
No,
rapper.
he was like out of pocket. Like, it's like when what's the boy's name
Was
from
he-
Atlanta?
What was he considered?
Sade.
Okay.
Nobody, Sade didn't have a category. They didn't say down south.
'Cause Atlanta wasn't
but
popping then.
Sade is from down south.
Yeah,
He's
but-
from
call him a
Atlanta.
down south
Okay.
rapper.
So when was he considered a West Coast rapper? When he came out Posse on Broadway and when he got the more
I
bass?
don't know.
I don't
They
know.
never
I don't
considered
never.
him-
I
they
never
never
considered him a West Coast rapper.
I just think they said Seattle was like its own little thing.
You know why I
what
think he became a West Coast rapper?
It was-
And
it-
but I never really considered him a West Coast
Right.
rapper.
Changed the game.
Even though I know he's on the West Side, I think true. I mean, it sounds simple to say, but I think it's when he started doing all them damn. After he was done being super famous, it was when he started doing all them like them car show type of shows. Man, you know
Right.
we have all them
Everybody
car
would
shows.
invite him. Yeah,
So
yeah.
West Coast has it famous for their car shows and stuff,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
low riding car, and that's he would be at those
He was
things
always
doing that
at
kind of
those.
stuff. Same way with even though they are West Coast, but like Cypress Hill and all them cats,
Right.
they were known for doing them type of things too.
Right,
You
right.
know, but they got more into the weed part, so they started having them hemp shows and all that kind of stuff going on. But I just never really considered. But he is.
That first
He
album
is
had a
West
big
Coast.
ass
He
leap.
is West Coast. He is West Coast. I mean, there's a lot of groups that didn't make it famous. You know what I'm saying? That people will always talk about. That, and so when he did bubble, I didn't know he was from the West Coast. I thought he was off. I really thought he was off from South somewhere.
You thought he was?
Square Dance rap. I was like, oh, he's another gimmick. Daha.
See, I thought it was I thought it was a
another
gimmick too. That's what I meant to say.
That's what I thought.
So that's what I meant when I said exhibition. Like that's what I mean. I didn't
But
take it
that's the
serious. Like he was a
difference.
serious
we had
rapper.
fun with that shit. Joski Love and all that. The Pee Wee Herman dance, like all that shit. We had fun with that shit. That was the type of shit that was coming out. It was about party music. You know what I mean? For a
Right,
minute
right,
there.
right.
So when Shock and them came out with Humpty, I thought that changed the game.
Yeah, good
I
bringing
was
back the
like,
Shock.
That's nice, right?
Yeah, my thing on Shock and them is when they came out, I loved Sex Packets. That was the album to me. That
Yeah,
whole album,
Sex Packets was off
which
the
was
chart.
good. I love that album. What I liked about at that time when it came out, what I liked about them because they were, not only was the music was good because back then the type of dancing that we were doing back then it was good for that kind of shit.
crazy.
Putting in work.
But at the same time,
Crazy.
talking about having a good time and stuff his shit was funny too.
Yeah.
So he said the clever lines. When you brought in Humpty and Humpty would come in and do certain things, it was like funny. Humpty was always bringing funny. Even Money B, he was funny. He could, he would say little funny, clever lines and stuff. So
Right.
I love that part about him. Fast forward to, not to now, but maybe 10 years past, their fame. I start realizing there's a lot more going on with their music. And that was me starting to appreciate the more funkadelic side of it, the Parliament, how heavy influenced.
I think I watched
He
the
was
documentary
by
talking
that.
about the Funk Brothers.
It's just
Yes,
it's just crazy. If you go back, if you listen to Parliament stuff or you listen to Funkadelic,
Yeah.
and if you listen to Shock G, he's so influenced by that.
Right.
I'm sure he said it 1,000 times. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
He loves, half of the shit he does.
It's the
He
Funk Brothers
says-
or the Funk Mob. It's one or the other. I forgot that he was all part of James Brown. Then it came to the Parliament Funkadelic. He talks about it in the documentary.
Well, I'm just saying what I know from listening to his music.
Right.
And he the titles of his stuff are Parliament related.
Yeah.
The Dolio flow, everything is everything is like it comes from that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the other thing. You start realizing that he's just not being silly.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually paying homage to them cats.
Yeah.
So when you hear that, you hear George Clinton all the way through it. You can hear how he's influenced by that. So that made me appreciate Digital Underground even more.
Yeah.
So Shock G, that was another shocker. It's like, who's next, man? These motherfuckers just passed out.
Oh man,
boy.
it's that age. It's that age. You know what I'm saying? That we at. That motherfuckers just start to disappear.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? You go to more funerals than you go to weddings. I hate to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's just the shit that just happens. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But so rest in peace, Shock. You know, this motherfucking alcohol I'm drinking changed my whole little
Your feelings.
verbiage.
Yeah, shout out to the Yay area, man. I know they
Digital
they
Underground.
lost one.
Yeah, they lost it. Lost a true pioneer, good dude. I mean, I don't know him personally, but what I appreciate is what he gave, and what
A lot of these cats
how I felt from what he gave.
A lot of these cats, here lately, these cats has been dying and stuff. You don't happen to know them personally. They influenced your life. It's just crazy how certain artists just influence your life like they do. And like I say, the DMX thing was like just crazy to me because DMX passing was something that if you said it to me, it's like, okay, well, DMX passed. And then after you sit down and listen to his music and stuff, and you start thinking about all the stuff that DMX did and what you were doing when this song came out and with this, then you start realizing that, damn, this motherfucker was a staple in my life. Because there was a lot of shit going on that I was doing when DMX was putting out all those hits and stuff. And so that's what made me have to think. Sometimes you don't realize how much somebody means to you until they gone.
Yeah, because if you have music in your life, you always have that memory of when that shit was out.
Yeah.
Like Sex Packet,
Sex
you
Packet
know
was
exactly
shit.
what the fuck was going on.
I just wish that shit was real I want that shit so bad.
I could wish to go to
That motherfucker said, I wish Sex Packers was
I
real.
wasn't fucking then.
He said,
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't fucking. So if you could give me a sex
Asian
packet,
girls.
if they said two
exactly.
Asian, man, I'd have been all on that, bro.
We got a party in the hotel room. I couldn't wait
got
to
those
have
packets.
a party in the
Got
hotel
those
room.
packets.
Got them packets to sell, bro. What was
Packets,
it?
bro.
And they were affordable too.
I know.
And that song, I listened to it a while. I listened to it the day Shock G
Come on.
passed. And I was like, man, I still wish I could get one of them. Motherfuckers. Sex packets was no
He's
joke.
not cheating now.
I mean, this is 2021 now. We should be able to,
to rectify
Throw a
some shit.
party like that, but you're
No,
not.
not the party.
Engineer some
The actual sex packets. Remember the song Sex Packets?
With adultery.
I'm not talking about the party. I'm talking about the actual sex packets that he was selling.
I wanted
Eric,
to go to the
fuck
party.
all that cheating shit no more. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, say marriages with that shit. Like, look, I got those packets.
I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to go to bed every night.
Oh shit.
I'm going to sleep.
She's like, you got to stop fucking with them packets because you're sticking your dick up in the air in the middle of the night, just humping the sky.
God damn, bro.
Damn.
Hey Tony, you're busting off in the sky. Nigga, you gotta cut that
God
shit off.
damn. This is a family show.
Listen, I ain't reaching up that high.
God damn.
Got those packets.
Bruh,
Shot, got those packets. Look it out, partner.
all I know is every song I was listening to, I was like, man, I can't wait to go to one of them parties like that. You guys are wilding out there. I wasn't even
That was
fucking.
in Do What You
Damn.
Like.
That was some crazy stuff. I was what, high school?
All I know is there's a point in every show where Kevin gets to a point, he takes it to a point where we like, God damn, that's Kevin.
To the sky?
Kevin had that drink. He didn't had his little
That nigga
drink.
just said my last name.
I didn't say your last name.
Oh, okay. I just making sure.
So he had that point.
Paranoid.
Hey,
He ain't got that
alcohol
point.
drinker said something.
You got that sex packet.
He gets to that point, boy. He starts talking about busting off in the sky and
Those
shit.
packets.
Nah,
got those packets.
But
Say
the
it,
one
dog.
thing you do gonna appreciate is the fact that you remember what you was doing that day when you heard that song or that album with all these cats that passed. Like you remember every one of them. That's the one thing that's the one thing I remember. Is like if I can't remember one thing, when I knew what I was doing that day. When I heard that song, either DMX, all that stuff, all Sex Packet, I was listening to that bullshit. I was like in high school, like holy
Underwater
shit.
rhymes, all that shit. I loved all that shit. I loved that whole
That
album.
shit crazy, bro.
Underwater Boogie.
Yeah.
Underwater Rock. Yeah. Did you mentioned Dougie Fresh a little bit ago when we were talking about Slick Rick. You know the show? You know who produced that?
I did at one point. I can't remember right now.
No, you don't know.
Yes, I did. I looked it up at one time.
Because if you know who produced it, who made that song, if I'm not mistaken, you know?
Tell me. Surprise me.
I think you'll be right. Say it.
It's gonna be somebody that's gonna be
I gotta
like,
look
oh,
it up
shit.
again.
Yeah.
I think it's Teddy Riley.
Look it up.
I'm telling you,
I think
up.
it is TR.
it's Teddy. I think it's Teddy Riley from way. It's
And
somebody
that's
like
probably
that.
Why I know, because you turned me on to the Teddy Riley documentary, and I watched.
It's
it,
just crazy
and
all the
that's
stuff that
what I
Teddy
think
Riley
that's how I know.
done
Because I remember knowing, I'm like, he did Dougie Fresh.
way back then.
Yeah. I think you're right.
If it ain't Teddy Riley, it's somebody on that level that we would have never thought. But what else we talking about?
No. I'm just tripping on the fact that it was somebody like that did it that I didn't even catch. I was like, and it might have been he was so young when he did it. Everybody was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Does anybody know how old Teddy Riley really is?
He been putting
If
out
you don't know
this shit
Teddy
for
Riley,
long.
you motherfuckers need to go back and stop listening to all this bullshit and go back and listen to some real R&B.
Well,
Because that
R&B,
damn,
shit, everything.
Teddy Riley put it jammed. So we ain't gonna get into
everything.
that.
Everything. He
We
did
don't
everything.
get into that. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna say that.
Yeah, he produced Teddy Riley.
We're just gonna get into the sack to say, like I said,
That's crazy.
rest in peace to Black Rob, rest in peace to Shock G, and we're gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, fellas,
Uh-oh. Is this
we
the
are
question?
at an hour.
We're an hour.
Yeah. And our quest to keep a format with right online, and you know what I'm saying? We are trying to stick to a time frame and stay with it. But don't get it twisted, especially when I get drunk. I ain't drunk right now, but they alluding that I am feeling a little good.
Is that your only
I'll let
bottle?
shit go out of format. I'll let shit go out. But, you know, hey, as simple as that. Anything you would like to add before I close the show out?
Yeah, say sorry to the Sharks.
Fuck sharks, man. Fuck that baby shark and his
Nope.
all them baby
I
shark,
will ask one
mama
question
shark,
before
all
we
them
go.
sharks.
Will it stop you from going places?
No, it don't stop me from going places, but it
Gonna
does
stop you
stop
from
me from
swimming.
enjoying it like I could.
He can't
Man,
go on
Sharks
a
is-
raft with his
See,
margarita.
y'all laughing and shit. Sharks is an issue.
Is it?
I'm not
Oh
saying
yes.
it.
Okay, first
you
of
might
all,
make me question getting in the water. I'll be, oh, let's get in. Oh, wait a minute, Eric. Not fucking
You
with that
should
water.
be questioning getting in the water.
Right.
Never mind what.
no, never mind.
Sharks is a problem, bro.
I believe
They
it's
are.
also a problem.
They're a problem.
They need to be
But
rid of.
I do
For
still believe they
surfers.
serve a purpose.
They don't serve no
Surfers.
purpose.
They're a problem for surfers.
Going over there, you're like, purpose.
And 6-year-old girls that like to swim in shallow water.
You know, as a grown man, especially at our age, you shouldn't be talking about 6-year-old girls, right?
You talking to me? Oh, Tony just
No,
said.
I'm just saying 6-year-old girls. He just told us a story
know,
about a 6-year-old
yeah,
girl
the
trying to
way you
swim.
said it,
Say it,
the
man.
way you said it brought it back
Him in
right
the
now.
context of the shark
sounded
story,
kinda
and you
strange.
just saying 6-year-old girls is not good.
6-year-old girls in the water with sharks. Do I gotta specify?
Look at Eric. Eric like, what the fuck?
All right, you guys can play this back. You heard me. Once again,
What does I don't even get what. What is he doing over here? He
don't
over there.
know.
He over there.
And you talking about my alcohol?
I'm just-
thinking this motherfucker.
I'm
alcohol
just
way
saying.
better than mine.
I'm just saying, what is all that?
I'm
What's all
just
this
saying.
body language stuff?
what you sneak?
What is this body language
What
you got going on
get that
right
I
now?
didn't get?
The body language.
Yeah, what's this body language we getting right now?
The body language is we about to stop the show. That's what the body language is. The video says it right there. Look, Tony's ready to go.
Okay.
You guys
That's
ready to
okay.
go?
I didn't know Tony was ready to go. So Tony ready to go. So
No,
we on the
because
show.
we about to get canceled.
Canceled from what? Because of sharks?
Peter, about to get on you.
Man, fuck Peter,
what
bro.
the fuck are you talking about?
Peter, P-E-T-A.
Okay.
They about to get
It's
y'all.
an acronym. Please tell me what the fuck that shit mean.
I don't
Look it
know,
up.
but I know whatever it is, they wrong if they taking the side of the shark. Shark shit
Shark
gotta
Week.
go. Fuck, I don't even like Shark Week.
I know what they.
I do like shark movies. What's that movie, that shark that ate up Samuel Jackson?
I don't know. One with LL?
Yeah, that
Uh,
was good.
Deep Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know.
That was a good
I
ass movie.
don't fuck
But
with
that's
I know LL
but it's
was in
another reason why sharks should be gone.
Because they ate Samuel Jackson.
Because they eat people.
there. Yeah.
They take a bite out of you. They don't eat
They
you.
kill you.
They could. You could believe that.
Exactly.
Don't go to Mexico.
You don't even gotta bleed to death.
You mad because they just fucking up your vacation.
Man, they fucking up
Man, go on your
everybody's
vacation. Stay your ass out of the water. and
Go
have a
on
good time.
vacation, get your margarita, get your little floaty,
Right.
and go
Put
out
your
there.
feet in it. And
Get
then
the-
if you
get
feel
the
shit
arm-
moving
get-
around the water, get the feet out.
Get the arm floaties to get like that.
What does that do to keep the sharks
They
away?
got anti-shark repellent.
No.
Perfect. You know where you
Your
go?
ass out, dude.
You go to the pool.
No, I'm good.
You don't want to go to the pool?
I want to go on vacation.
Bruh, you went to Fiji. There's a bunch of shit that kill you out there in Fiji.
I know.
Did you go in the water?
Yep.
Do you enjoy yourself?
Then what you worry about?
I was worried.
Right.
But I was
You know,
out there.
when it's your time, it's your time. So if it didn't bite you the first time, maybe it won't bite you the second time.
That's some more bullshit.
Damn, when it's your time, it's your time. That's the one time
That's
I don't
fucked up.
want it to be my time.
That's
is
the one.
a
I don't want
shark.
to be my time either. I want to be late to my own funeral. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a
So,
long
yeah,
flight.
I
That's
know
all
what
I'm
you're
worried
saying.
about.
All I'm saying is it wouldn't have been your time if you didn't go out there and swim in that water where the sharks were.
We gonna let this
Sharks is
topic die.
everywhere, bruh.
I hope you have a good vacation when you go.
They out there right now, Alcatraz.
They out there.
They out there. Just so you know.
I can't,
All right,
believe,
my
I
people.
can't believe that y'all actually,
No, go.
especially you.
I don't fuck with those sharks. I'm not getting out.
Yeah,
You're
but
right,
you
I'm
was
not going
you
in
was
the water.
strong. You was shark strong at the beginning
I
of the
know.
show.
I just believe every animal has this, or every.
They don't.
has this
You know what's it's
reason
going?
for being
I
there.
know it's sad. I know it's bad to say.
God don't make no mistakes, man. So
Koala
there's
bear.
gotta be a reason.
What's God don't make mistakes?
Oh,
He made motherfuckers who raping little kids and shit. Is that a mistake?
That's mankind.
Well, let me say this.
that's mankind.
Let me say this. Let me
No,
say this.
hang
That
on.
is-
No,
Tony is
no,
right.
no,
That's
no, no,
mankind.
no,
That
no,
is-
no.
that
That's
is
bullshit.
the human-
God,
He gave you the
We
option
are
to
the
choose.
apex predator.
He gave you the ability to choose right from wrong, and your punk ass, not you,
Ooh.
those people chose wrong, and they'll deal with the repercussions.
Okay,
of doing
okay,
wrong.
okay.
So we wanted the
But that's
option.
not what you. Now you flipping.
Adam
You
and Eve,
now
that's
you
what they
flipping
wanted.
it because you said that God don't make mistakes. No matter whether you choose the wrong decision or not, you choose the wrong choice or not. He still made the motherfucker who made the wrong decision.
No,
So
no. See, you got it wrong. He did make the person that made the, but Adam and Eve had a choice, and they made the choice to give us knowledge. When they gave us knowledge, that made us be able to do what we have to do. I mean, let's not get into the Bible, bro.
it's not because no matter how you
If they
look
did
at it,
not eat that
no
apple,
matter
we wouldn't
how
be
you
doing
look
this
at it,
bullshit.
no matter how you look at it, God made it, and God knows everything. God knows what you're gonna do before you do, right?
Choice you made.
He knows
Choice
your.
you made.
He already
We
knows
wanted-
what choice you're
we
gonna
wanted
make.
Choices. We wanted choices. We got choices.
Who? So you think because we? So hang on. He gave us choices because we wanted choices.
That's the option he gave Adam and Eve, and they made the decision for us. Basically, simple as that. Now
You
we
just be
deal with it.
talking out the side of your
No, I'm
neck.
not talking beside me. I'm talking real. That's
Bullshit.
no play right there, boy.
I mean, boy, my ass is bullshit.
Oh shit.
All that's
That's
bullshit.
not bullshit.
God made everything according to you. He made everything. God knows what you're gonna do before you do it.
Right.
So when you make the bad bullshit decision, God made you, and He knew you was gonna make that badass,
And
fucked up
he gave
decision.
you a choice
So
to make
no,
that decision.
He knew what you was gonna do.
Oh, he knows the decision I'm gonna make. Yeah,
He,
I
no,
see
he,
that.
no, he's not. He's not giving you a choice in reality. In reality, he already knows what the fucking thing you're gonna do is. He
My
gave
dumb
you
ass
the
do
choice,
it. Did it?
and you did the wrong thing. You touched the little boy.
Right. And I will have to pay for every wrong decision I make. That's just the way it is.
So I'm just saying, don't sit there and pick and choose what
I'm
God
not
made
picking
and what He
choose.
didn't.
I'm not telling you that it's a good or bad thing. I'm just the fact is it's just the way it is. So when we got a pedophile, which is fucked up,
God made
that
him.
pedophile was going to have to deal with his own.
And God made him.
Right. That's right. He did.
Okay, that's what I said in the first place, and you said no.
No, I didn't say no.
Yes, you did.
I said God made it. God don't make mistakes. That's what I said.
And I said God do make mistakes.
I don't believe he makes mistakes.
He made them motherfuckers who do all the wrong shit.
So you think that's a mistake?
I don't know if it's a mistake, but but it's they some bad evil motherfuckers.
Woo. We can't be on religion, people. This is not a topic I can deal with.
We already
brought
had
it
that
up.
podcast.
You brought it up.
We already had that episode.
Yep.
That's not the topic.
Jesus wearing a Trump hat. I remember the picture.
No, it was Jesus.
Yeah, it was Jesus.
It was
wearing-
Jesus and chin ups.
What?
That was the title of the show.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Well, we had another one where it says Jesus. I
They
forget
had
what
the
it is,
Trump-
and he had the
Make
Trump
American,
hat on.
yeah.
All right, my people.
Oh,
You brought up religion. I don't never bring up religion.
I try to stay away from it.
No, you didn't try.
I guess
you thought that was your.
if I did bring up
he was
religion,
holding the big joker. He had the big joker. He said, "Bam, Jesus."
Lord, if we're gonna have a show on religion, we'll have a show on religion.
We
No,
ain't
we're
not
not.
having a show on
No,
religion.
But
no,
right
no,
now,
no, no,
I am
no,
not the
no.
one to be.
That's a
We're not
whole
doing that
nother
shit.
show.
Speaking on
No.
it. I am learning still.
Thanks, people, for not listening to this sucky ass show. I thought we were supposed to be done.
Peace.
This nigga went on forever about welfare.
Holy shit. Bye, everybody.
He did the whole show on welfare.
No, we didn't.
He did.
We did sharks.
That was a good topic.
Are you gonna exit?
Fuck this show.
Love you, Ma.
There.